Hello, Earth friends. I'm Zog, an alien explorer from far away, here to take you on an amazing journey through the water cycle. This cycle is how water moves through the Earth in a loop, never-ending and essential for life. We'll explore how water changes forms, travels, and connects all living things. Are you ready to learn? Let's go! Evaporation, the sun's role, and the power of heat. First stop, evaporation. When the sun heats water in rivers, lakes, and oceans, it turns into invisible water vapor, like a magical disappearing act. Did you know that the sun powers nearly all life on Earth? The heat causes liquid water to become gas, so it rises into the air. This invisible vapor floats up high, leaving behind salt and impurities in the ocean. Isn't it amazing how just a bit of heat can send water on its journey up into the sky? This process is so powerful that every day, Earth's atmosphere receives nearly 1,000 cubic kilometers of water vapor. Imagine that each droplet starting its journey into the sky. This process happens not just in oceans, but also in small ponds, plants, and even the soil as moisture rises from all around us. Transpiration, nature's extra contribution. But wait, did you know plants also help with evaporation? There's something called transpiration, where plants release water vapor through tiny holes in their leaves. This process is essential for trees, plants, and even the smallest blades of grass. They breathe out water vapor, which joins the rest of the water in the air. In forests, transpiration is especially strong, adding a lot of water vapor to the atmosphere. In fact, in rainforests, nearly 80% of rainfall is recycled by plants through transpiration. Trees and plants are silent partners in the water cycle, creating humidity and even affecting climate in their regions. That's why protecting forests is so important. They keep the cycle flowing and maintain balance in nature. Condensation, forming clouds, and the transformation of vapor. Next up, condensation. As water vapor floats higher into the cooler air, it starts to cool down and gather together. The vapor turns back into tiny droplets, forming clouds. Imagine these droplets as little water dancers, gathering and floating across the sky. When enough droplets group together, they form clouds, which are constantly moving and changing shapes. There are different types of clouds, too, like the fluffy cumulus clouds on sunny days, or wispy cirrus clouds, which look like feathers. The kind of cloud depends on temperature and height in the sky. Each cloud is like a water storage unit, holding water droplets until they're ready to fall. Isn't it neat to think of clouds as floating water reservoirs? Precipitation, the exciting rainfall, snow, and hail show. And now comes the main event, precipitation. When clouds get too heavy with water, they release it as rain, snow, sleet, or hail, depending on the temperature. Warm air creates rain, but in colder places, water freezes and falls as snow or even hail. Each type of precipitation is crucial for different parts of nature. For example, snow builds up as glaciers in the mountains and slowly melts, giving water to rivers and lakes all year long. In 1 year, precipitation releases an estimated 505,000 cubic kilometers of water back to Earth. That's enough to fill countless rivers, lakes, and even underground reservoirs. This part of the cycle renews freshwater supplies, and plants, animals, and humans all rely on it. Each raindrop, snowflake, or hailstone is a gift from nature that keeps everything alive. Collection, the journey back to rivers, lakes, and oceans. After precipitation, water doesn't just stop. Now it's time for collection. Water flows over the ground, gathering into rivers, streams, and lakes, which eventually flow back into the ocean. But did you know that a lot of this water also soaks into the ground? It's called groundwater, which helps nourish plants from below and is stored in aquifers deep underground. Groundwater is crucial for drinking water, especially in places without much rain. People around the world rely on it, from farms to cities. Aquifers can store water for centuries, slowly filtering and keeping it clean until it's needed. Even if you can't see it, groundwater plays a huge role in the water cycle. Infiltration, how water seeps into the ground. Water doesn't just run off the land. Some of it seeps into the soil through a process called infiltration. This water nourishes plants and fills underground rivers, where it can stay hidden for hundreds or even thousands of years. Infiltration helps keep soil healthy, supports agriculture, and prevents flooding by absorbing extra rainwater during storms. In deserts, infiltration is especially important because water sources are scarce. Some plants even adapt by sending deep roots into the ground to reach water stored far below the surface. Without infiltration, there would be fewer plants, less soil stability, and more erosion. Nature has a way of balancing things perfectly. Sublimation and deposition, the rare ice transformations. There's also something amazing called sublimation. This happens when ice or snow turns directly into water vapor without melting first, like magic. It usually happens in colder areas where strong sunlight can transform solid ice into vapor. The opposite of this process is called deposition, where water vapor becomes ice without turning into liquid first, forming frost and beautiful ice crystals on cold surfaces. You might not see sublimation every day, but in the mountains, this process helps glaciers stay active, especially in drier climates. It's like a secret shortcut in the water cycle, letting ice and vapor switch forms without becoming liquid first. Human impact, our role in the water cycle. Humans also have a big impact on the water cycle. Farming, construction, and pollution can change how water moves and even create challenges for nature. Pollution can enter rivers and oceans, affecting all parts of the cycle. When people clear forests, it reduces transpiration and can change local weather patterns. But there's good news. By planting trees, conserving water, and keeping rivers clean, people can help the water cycle stay strong. Everything we do affects this cycle. So taking care of it is like giving back to nature for all it does for us. Key learning and life lessons. And there you have it, friends, the water cycle. From the sun's power in evaporation to the magic of clouds and precipitation, and finally, the return journey in collection, this cycle keeps water flowing and life thriving on Earth. Every drop is on a mission, moving through this temporary world to nurture, grow, and give back. Remember, every cycle has its purpose, and even the strongest rivers meet the sea in the end. Take care of your world, just as it cares for you.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more exciting content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Your comments and shares really help the channel grow, so feel free to leave your thoughts and spread the word. Your support means the world to me. Let's continue this journey together.